Thank you so much for your time this evening. It's time for the Fashion Watch, and the hashtag is Fashion Watch, or use the SMS number 22422 to send in your style-related questions. A lot of big events happening in the week that was, in the past week. Tonight we're looking at the Golden Globe Awards. We're looking at the Soja Awards that happened last night at the KIC as a Sports Personality of the Year Awards, and we're also looking at the Ballon d'Or, which is an event where the best footballer of the year is named. We're looking at fashion matters in those respective areas. Annabelle Onyango sends her apologies. She'll not be with us tonight, but the Fashion Watch panel is here. The rest of the Fashion Watch panel is here. Let me introduce them to you, starting with Robert Burale. He is our resident panelist here on the Fashion Watch, and he is an image consultant and a motivational speaker. Also with us tonight, award-winning fashion journalist Carol Odero. She'll be looking at the fashion trends we have for you this week. That's Carol Odero, our resident panelist here on the Fashion Watch. And of course, Ian Mbogwa, resident panelist at Fashion Watch, and of course a celebrated thespian. Let's begin with what's been happening. What we have for you tonight is this Soja Awards. Julie Gishuru, media personality. This is what she wore to the Soja Awards. That's last night. Carol, you noticed Julie is rocking a new hairdo. What do you think about this look? The gown, the hair, everything?
Well, everything about this look from head to toe screams red carpet and glamour and sophistication. It's very grown up and young at the same time. I love that she's showing a bit of skin, because when you wear black it can really overwhelm you, and a lot of people think that black is easy to wear, but it's not really as easy to wear as people might be thinking. I love how she's accessorized it. There's a pop of glitter from head to toe. I love the hair. It's great. I think she should keep it. I don't know if it's her hair or if it's a wig. I have no idea, but whatever it is that she's doing, it's definitely working.
Okay, Ian.
Wonderful. Really, really good. She never ceases to amaze me. She's a mother of how many now?
Yeah.
And she's really still got it. She's really very well dressed and matching everything perfect.
Robert.
Perfect.
Absolutely fantastic. And I love the fact that, of course, she's gone a bit bare at the top. And many ladies tend to wear too many busy things on the neck. And she has not done that, which is a very good thing, which means then you can admire her properly because she knows she has good shoulders for such a kind of dress. And I think the shoes, there is some silver in the shoes that match with something on the handbag, on the clutch bag. That is what we call class at its best.
Okay, and let's move on. What do you think about Julie's look? Use the hashtag Fashion Watch. Let's proceed. This is Julia Siego, again with Julie. Away from Julie, I was just talking to Bernard Ndong, and we're talking about the tuxedo. Julia Siego took the top honors last night. Bagged the top honors last night. He wore a tuxedo. What I don't understand, I get the bow tie, I get the tux shirt, but I don't know if that's a suit or a tuxedo that he has on, because you'll notice he doesn't have the camel band on, and he actually wore a brown belt. Robert, your thoughts?
Is there anything left to say after that?
Of course, congrats to Diego. He was outright winner, but the color of the shoes must match the belt. I don't care how good the belt looks, if it doesn't match with the shoes, that is a no-no. And what you should have done when you're standing and you're walking about, then you would have buttoned the jacket. It hides a little bit and makes it look more fantastic. You unbutton maybe when you're sitting down.
Carol,
I've noticed that there is this cheating when it comes to tuxedos with guys in Kenya. They wear the ordinary suits and then they put on a bow tie and then they call it a tux. It is not a tux. A tux requires a specific kind of shirt for the bow tie. You do not have belt loops on a tuxedo trouser. So he's actually wearing a suit with a bow tie. It is not a tuxedo. It is formal, but it is not red carpet.
Yes. And then this another red carpet event, Ian, where the question once again begs, why do we have to go Western with our red carpet events? We only saw tuxedos and gowns at the Soja Awards last night. But then again, let's talk about Julia Siego's look here, and the lack of a camel band. And if you're going to wear a tuxedo, should you do it right? Can you break it like Carol is saying? Can you cheat?
Well, this really is not a tux. This is a suit. And it's not even made to measure. That's the other thing. So it's wrong. And the belt is wrong. And if you're wearing a bow tie, it's advisable to wear wing collar. Wing, yes. Not the
normal collar.
Not the normal. Yes. So he needs help. He's a world beater. Now you should go back to that same YouTube and check out how to dress.
That is rough, Ian. But then, truth be told, so a lot of you are asking what is a camel band, and that's that thing that looks like a figure belt. Almost like what I have on, but then for a guy and for a tuxedo. Okay, I didn't explain it right. Fine, Ian, say.
Camel band is it's made of cloth, and it usually matches either your whatever, and it comes across that way.
Yes.
Yes, and it's tied at the back.
And Carol says tuxedo pants don't have belt loops. So that is not a tuxedo.
That's why you wear the sash. Yes.
Okay.
If you can't do the cummerbund, just do a waistcoat. A three-piece suit is fine.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. You heard it from the experts. This is Daddy Owen, and this is the same event. And I see Robert nodding in agreement, like you're loving this look on him. Are you loving this look on him? What do you think?
Oh, fantastic. The suit fits very, very well, and he's gone as far as the pocket chief does not necessarily have to go with the bow tie or the tie, meaning he understands. You have to be very confident to pull that off, because many men play it safe. If it's a black tie, you have a black pocket chief, and if you realize he has gone quite far off, you know, with is it fuchsia, which blends in very, very well with grey, even if they are worlds apart. So it just gives you a very Italian look, which is what we Kenyan men tend to fear. We say we have overdressed, but this is how a man needs to dress. Of course, he has dressed his body very well.
Absolutely.
Ian, you agree?
I totally agree. Everything is spot on. Look at the collar. Look at the shirt. Look at the cuffs. Just protruding. Right. Made to measure.
Okay, so Carol, you'd give this a win as well?
I love this look. I think it's absolutely classy and very sophisticated. Daddy Owen is actually quite stylish. The only thing I would disagree with is the belt. I mean, I know the look works and he's gotten the right collar. But if he had put on a pair of suspenders with that, it would have elevated the look just a little bit.
Suspenders as opposed to a belt?
To the belt.
Okay. Yeah, so Daddy Owen, try that next time.
And not both.
Never both. No suspenders and belts, either or. Okay. Again, media personality Catherine Casavoli. Robert, let's start with you.
I've seen Casavoli dress better. I wish he didn't have what's that thing on the neck? That one. And I wish he would have gone. Casavoli, along the years, has been one of the best dressed personalities we've had. I think she had an off day.
Why? Why do you say that?
The neck thing is too big. What is on her waist is too busy. I wish she had just gone with a plainer color, just something plain, without the thing on the neck, and it would have looked much better. But I think too much is competing with each other.
Carol, your thoughts?
This is the part where black is actually not as easy to wear as people think. It requires a lot of simplicity. You have to be very minimalist in your approach. I love that you picked a jumpsuit as opposed to a dress, because that's very fashion forward. I actually have to applaud her for that. But if you're going to wear a big necklace and a big belt, you have to pick one, not both, because they're competing with each other. So pick something you want to highlight and then just go with it and trust that you've made the right decision.
And Ian?
I don't know whether it's the photograph.
Yeah, and then again, I was going to say
terrible.
Sometimes we actually look better in person, and then we get photographed. And
it looks like she's wearing skates. Look at that. It looks like she's wearing skates.
Skates as in?
Ice skates.
Yeah.
Like rollerblades.
And
the photographer didn't do her anything.
No,
I think it was for man. But
I think, it's actually, yes, it is the perspective of the photographer.
So you guys are not loving this look?
No. For red carpet, no.
Okay. All right. Let's move on. What do you think, by the way? Use the hashtag FashionWatch. And please send in your style-related questions from K24. These are sports anchors Wanjiko. I know her by Wanjiko. And then the guy is Tony Kwalanda. same red carpet event. And these are journalists. So, okay, I'm just going to speak. I'm going to speak to you, Carol, because you're a journalist. So we're journalists, so we should step out. We should step out dressed the part, or we should just come straight from the office to the event. I think the girl tried. What do you think, anyway? What do you think about this general look?
She definitely put in some effort. You can see that. She opted for a little black dress and a clutch that matches it. She's tried to pull off the look. As this red carpet events take a lot of adjusting and getting used to. In order for you to have that rhythm and for you to get it right, like Julie did, it takes a certain kind of experience with fashion. And I think for a lot of journalists, they don't tend to practice fashion. They just think, you know, I'm not naked, I can get the story, that works, I'm fine. And I think it's good to put in more effort, because if you go in and meet other journalists from other parts of the world, or if you're invited someday to the White Correspondents' dinner, then you have to step up. Yes.
I mean, look at the guys from E, Juliana Rancic and whatever. They cover all these red carpet events, but actually get designers to dress them. Robert, what are your thoughts?
Kwalanda, that is actually a very good suit in as far as the material is concerned. You can tell a good suit, you can tell a cheap suit. That is definitely Super 150 and above. The tie just let him down. I wish he'd gone with a plain tie, go nice burgundy, maroon. It gives you another look. But the suit, I don't know if it's the right cut, but obviously he's a man who knows a good suit. So,
Ian, I mean, if you don't necessarily want to wear a tax or cannot access a tax, and you're attending one of these red carpet events, how better would have Tony Kwalanda, you know, dressed for this event?
A better shirt and a better tie, plain tie, dark color tie.
Dark colored tie, perhaps a black? Or
black would have been nice.
Black would have been good.
Yes, it would have been better than this.
Okay.
Checked.
All right. This is a bit too day at the office. Okay. The hashtag is Fashion Watch, or SMS us using the SMS number 22422. This another sports personality, Collins Injera of rugby. So this another different look. You know, he here seemingly trying to adopt his own style. He's gone totally unconventional. Robert, your thoughts?
I like the look, but there's something wrong with the camera person.
Yes.
The camera guy should now go into selling sweets or something, because he's not doing favors, because it's a very, very good look. Pulling brown and blue needs total confidence, and I just now wish he had a longer sleeved shirt that would pop out a little bit. It would have complemented the coat a little bit more. But I think it is a brave but very, very good look. But I'm sure he used to bully the cameraman in high school, because the cameraman has not done him any favors.
Okay, Carol, then again, the shade of blue on his jacket, not the same shade on the pants, and then that daring touch of brown on his shoes and the blue tie. Is this a win for you? What do you think?
It would have been a win if the tie was replaced with a black bow tie, and the pants were black, and the shoes were black. Then I would think that, then he just let the blazer on its own speak. Then it's a very mature, dignified look. Other than that, this seems, I get what he was trying to do, but it takes a little more, again, practice to get it right.
Ian?
We hardly ever see him really dressed up. This is the best we've seen him dressed up. We have to give credit where credit is due. He's tried.
Yeah?
He's tried.
Okay, what do you think? Does Collins and Jared look hot? The hashtag is Fashion Watch. Robert, don't give me that look. So, again, high-profile guest on the red carpet, the lady in blue, Paul Tergat's wife. And that is what she chose to go with. So notice that, this again is on the red carpet, and here we're seeing blue on a mature lady. Carol, talk to us about this look. What are you feeling about it?
I love this look on her, by the way. I love this dress. I love the cut. I love how loose fitting it is, and the pop of color. Everything about it is very sophisticated. She made a good choice when she was picking the dress. She didn't play it safe with black like everybody seems to want to do. And I like that she picked a clutch. Though the clutch looks a little too formal, I wish she'd gone with something just more evening-ish. I'm not sure what kind of shoes she's wearing, but I know that she's put in a lot of effort, and she seems to know what she's doing.
Robert, this look for you, age-appropriate, elegant. What are your thoughts on this look?
Now, this is how to dress your age while still looking classy. I think it's fantastic. If I was asked, I would have removed the other darker shade of the blue at the sleeves there, yeah, just down there. I would remove that, but actually she's dressed very well. It's a very rich blue. It stands out, it speaks before you open your mouth. Yeah.
And Ian?
I like it with a peekaboo on the arm and the slit. Slit. It's nice.
Yes. Elegant. That's what the panel feels about this look. But what do you feel? The hashtag is Fashion Watch. Please share with us. Let's move on. This is jalando. I can't believe I said it that way, but yeah, this is jalando.
Jalando.
Jalas.
Yes, Jalas, as he likes to be referred to. So he went for this Indian look, emceeing an event. Our cameras caught him in action. So, Robert, you do a lot of these events. What are you feeling about this look on jalando? Jalas,
one of the elite MCs of this country. And I like the fact that I prefer MCs who push the envelope. You know, gone are the days where you must wear a suit because you've been called to do a corporate function. I think this adds to the flavor. It adds to your talent, actually. And I think what he's done is very, very clever as an MC. When you enter and you're dressed like that, because I can bet my bottom dollar it wasn't an Indian function, it was a Jubilee insurance function, as you can see.
Yeah, but Jubilee is Indian, no?
Okay, it's okay. No, I'm sure they were dressed in suits.
He was dressed for the part,
but what I'm saying, as an MC, before you even speak, what you say with your attire looks good, and I think he's pulled it off very, very well. Looks fantastic, if you ask me. Yeah, well-fitting top.
The shoe's not too easy to walk in, though. But let's not spend too much time on this image because I don't think there's a lot going on here. Let's proceed to the Ballon d'Or. And here we see the red carpet, you know, how it should be done.
Yeah. Whoa.
Kenyans, what do you think? This is Paul Pogba of Juventus. And as you can see here, the typical Kenyan way of interpreting fashion, which is very safe and whatever, this guy has pushed it a notch higher, I mean several notches higher. Carol, let's talk about this. Really, okay, by the way, he was named by a lot of fashion journalists as the worst dressed at this event. But then again, people on social media sort of felt that this look was really, really fresh. They were loving it. What did you feel about this look?
I loved everything about this look from head to toe.
And that's
the way the blazer is matching his hair. Yeah. I suspect this might be Dolce & Gabbana outfit. But either way, this is the kind of trend that is happening with red carpets. People forget this. They, you know, Dolce & Gabbana do sequins, they do embroidery, they do brocade. It's very, very fashion forward. They even do flowers, and it almost looks feminine, but on the right man it looks great. And it is made to measure, and it is bespoke. There is nothing about this look that I would fault. It is sophisticated, it's luxury, and it is only something that a wealthy person would wear. So whoever was saying is worst dressed, I don't know what they're looking at.
Robert, what do you think about this look? A lot of people felt it was too loud. A lot of people felt that he should just gone for the clean cut, you know, usual tuxedo. What do you think? And then again, Messi last year wore a red tuxedo to this event. So
no, anyone who said this is the worst dress needs to sleep for 24 hours without waking up. This is what we call classic. When you see someone dressed like this, he tells you, or it tells you, that he's so confident with himself that whatever he puts on just works. And he's done it very well because, of course, we see how busy the jacket is, so he has gone with a black half coat and a black trouser, which complements and amplifies the goldish on the coat. So I think for me, this is, when I was watching this, I think he was the second best dressed. Yes, so it was a good look.
Yeah, okay, and Ian, what do you think?
Wing collar, that's the only thing I would have changed.
Wing collar.
But that is fantastic. He wanted to make an impression. He wanted people to talk about him.
Yes.
And obviously they did.
Yes, they certainly did. And that looks super expensive, by the way. So if you have to download that and get, I don't know, your designer to do that, be careful. So this is Samuel Eto'o. So he went with a leather. This is a leather jacket, leather tax. The pants are not leather, but then the jacket is leather. And then this again, another atrocity in as far as international fashion journalists were concerned, at least what I saw. But then again, there's some that hailed this as a very, you know, sophisticated look. Carol, does this look Mogidish to you? Ouch. No, because my cameraman has this typical leather jacket he comes to the studio in every time he's going for Mogidish.
Come on, I'm sorry.
What do you think?
I actually love this look on Eto'o. I thought it was great, it was different, it was refreshing. And this is someone who has his own clothing line.
Yes.
People forget that sports personalities don't have to follow the rules because they're in a different world. They cross over to fashion and they bring that sports personality in it and the whole background that they have in terms of style. This fits him very well because he generally wears leather. If you look at his kind of aesthetic, this would not be a surprise at all. Yeah.
Ian, and then again, if someone tried this on the Kenyan red carpet, would be giving them grief here.
Well, the thing is that you have to figure out who you are in order for this to work. It doesn't work. That's why even the earlier one, if it works for you, because his style is generally eccentric and wild, and he's 22, so of course he can wear it. So don't just wear it because someone else did. You have to find your thing and then wear that.
What do you think?
I love it. I love it, yes.
And then again, you know, Robert, we know about this West African, Central African culture where they invest heavily in designer items. Actually, there's a documentary I was watching, but that's a story for another day, where they actually might not have any food at home, but will buy the latest designer. This guy is Cameroonian. What can we learn from this West African, Central African style? I mean, why are we so afraid to dare to actually just put money out there and buy something valuable and fresh and that actually stands out on the red carpet?
First and foremost, for me, I think he was the best dressed in the event. And to pull off official look, per se, with a bow tie and a leather jacket, well-fitting, it needs bravery. You must get it right. Now, the Mugithi look is where you have a big coat that you can have 3 newspapers on one side and a bottle of water on the other side, you know, and that's kofia. But this is fitting that you can't even put a phone in the jacket, you understand? So I don't think this is Mugithi. This is what we call Christian Dior. This is Gianni Versace kind of look. And I think it's fantastic, and Kenyans need to get to a place whereby it doesn't matter, spend a little bit more and look good, because if you see the amount of money we spend in alcohol, if you just 2 weeks without alcohol, you dress very well.
I mean, this really winning. What do you think? Hashtag is Fashion Watch. And by the way, don't ever shy away from looking at these red carpet events and, you know, borrowing their style. These guys actually put in so much effort into, you know, dressing the part, and we're loving it. So who else was there? Okay, this is Neymar. Okay. So this is what he went with. I want to start with Carol because this is eye candy for all the girls. I mean, undeniably, really. What do you think about this look, Carol?
Well, I think all his 40 million Instagram followers liked it. I think the most interesting thing about this look was the trilby, the hat that he's wearing. Everybody wondered, why is he wearing a hat to a red carpet event? He normally does that. This is not the first time he's done it. His look is generally very different. I mean, this is what you get if you have a lot of young people on the red carpet. They will bring their own personality and their own look. And I mean, he's from Brazil. He doesn't follow the same rules as everybody else will. I would probably have gone with a better fit for this tuxedo, because I mean, he has the kind of body that can pull it off. That's really the only thing I can fault him for.
And you know, I looked for the entire image all over. I couldn't find it. But do you think these were cropped pants? Do you think the pants went all the way down?
They were not cropped. They went all the way down.
Went all the way down. And Ian, you who does theatre, do you sort of get the feeling that this is borrowing from, you know, the old...
Them days,
yeah.
Yes.
What do you think about this look?
It does look...
like Downton Abbey?
Yeah. It sort of has that vibe to it.
It's okay. I think it's okay.
But then again, you don't seem to like it.
Totally confused look. You know, he looks like he's a Barcelona player and he just walked into the changing room of Chelsea, not knowing what he's about. You'd think, really, he's just about, I'm here, where's the kids' party, you know? He's that, for a man who earns about $300,000 a week, I think you'd have looked better.
Remember, if you're rich, if you're rich, you can wear whatever you want.
No, it's okay, but also don't go too much outside the box. You'll get lost. I don't think, we know with the likes of how Eto'o pulled it off, Paul Pogba and you know, the other guys, I think...
As well as Messi, actually.
Yeah, Messi, He did not bring his A game. It's A minus.
I still think that he's young, he has time to learn, and if he's looking like this now in his 20s, there is a lot of promise.
Messi's young. Messi's in his 20s.
Well, he's not here. I'm not looking at him right now.
No, he doesn't look good at all. Pogba is also same age with
But
this
I
guy.
suppose the reason why we are looking at this image is because, you know, these are some of the guys who dared to be different.
Yes.
The images that we've displayed here, these are some of the guys that just went totally, you know, off the conventional. So what do you think about this? Please let us know. These are the Golden Globes. And this is J-Lo. How is this woman looking this hot at her age, Carol? I don't get it. But then again,
money, liposuction.
Wow. I mean, this is it. So this, again, another red carpet event that went down that Kenyans can borrow from. Let's talk about this gown, Carol. Is it doing her body justice?
It definitely is. J-Lo normally has a very sexy style when she's on the red carpet, and she's sometimes quite revealing. And she keeps surprising people because she can go from one end to the other. Initially, when I looked at this, I thought that color looks a bit off. You know, for a red carpet, I would never have picked it. But it seems to work on her. The mustard color looks good on her. I love the way she's done her makeup and hair. She's kept it very minimalist, and the dress is pretty much showing off that her body is an accessory, you know, so...
But what is it about the high slit, Carol? And Angelina Jolie, I remember at a previous event somebody saying that high slit made her leg look like, okay, no offense, but quote-unquote a prosthetic leg because of how it was photographed. Why did she get away with this? How come she got away with this? Is it where the slit is cut at? I don't know.
Well, it's where the slit is cut, how it fits with the rest of the dress, and a lot of the time the slit is supposed to help with the movement, because a lot of the fabrics are also very heavy, and just so that you don't trip and fall down the stairs, then they have a slit strategically.
Who else was there? Let's take a look. This is Taraji P. Hanson of Empire. You know, she's famous here currently because of Empire. Cookie is the character she plays. She actually bagged an award at this event. Let's talk about white on the red carpet. Ian and Taraji as well, in great shape.
This is Cookie. She wanted to make an impression. And look, she hasn't even left that train like that. She's showing it off. I like it. I really do.
So she's bringing her character to the red carpet.
Yes.
Okay. Robert, what do you think?
This is how you look fantastic without necessarily showing too much skin. That's why I say it doesn't mean that you show too much skin that makes you look sexy. She's covered up very well, but still looks so good. Yeah, and I love her attitude. I mean, she has an attitude from here to Nigeria.
No many chains, nothing,
not too
bangles,
busy.
and what have you.
You know what happens when you see someone having too many accessories? They're not very confident with themselves, so they're letting too many other things speak for them. But when you know you just dress like this and not too many other things, you know you're bringing your A game.
Okay.
I actually didn't like this look.
Okay.
You didn't like?
I mean, white was a big trend on the Golden Globes red carpet, I get it. But when you look at Taraji's personality and how she comes across, even on social media, whether she's acting, whatever personality she has, she's very bold and forward, and her looks on the red carpet are so safe. I tend to find them a little bit boring. I actually wish she would take more risks with what she wears on the red carpet. This is just so...
White is safe?
No, white is not... white was a trend on the Golden Globes red carpet, but there's a way to wear white and make it look interesting. I just find that this is so blah. Yeah.
What do you think? The hashtag is Fashion Watch. What are you saying on Twitter? Want to know? Panelists will make me fear to attend these red carpet functions. I just don't know Nitapatikana when. Jack Bryan. Okay. Collins Injera just did not get it right. Too much blue. You're saying loving the show, very informative. And Julie is splendidly dressed. Yego quite off point, and Injera is smart as well. Jeroge, it seems black dress and a suit coincides with the best couples ever. Remember how Torome Tirike looked? Yeah, okay. Julie Gishuru at the Soja Awards, elegance, class, and grace, perfection. Marie, thanks for that, Marie. And you're saying when it comes to fashion, our athletes are exempted.
Yeah.
That is not fair. Let's understand Diego. Must watch for all men. The color of the shoes must match the belt always. Nancy, thank you for that. Robert said that as well. Fashion Watch, hey, that Eto's look is just so Kiambuish. Going for Maria's events, Imebakia Trauya Sabko. Sabko are those pants that had the pleats?
The jeans, yes.
Oh, God. How Burale dresses, he's one man I know understands fashion in Kenya.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, it's Sabko, really?
No.
Sabko, the pants that had the pleats.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a hater.
That's harsh. And then again, a passing shot from one of you. No Kenyan designer actually came out boldly to dress our athletes at the red carpet at the Soja Awards yesterday. Carol, your thoughts? I mean, what is happening on the Kenyan red carpet? Seriously speaking, when are we going to see our designers actually out there having celebrities, athletes, what have you, endorse their brands?
I think it's about creating a relationship. There is a disconnect between the designers and who the personalities who can wear their brands are. They don't seem to have access to each other. They don't seem to know about each other's existence. They don't understand the aesthetic. You can't just impose your idea on someone else. You have to find someone who fits with your brand as a sports personality and as a fashion brand. Otherwise, it doesn't work.
I think we've kept on saying this, that the people who talk about, the people who organize these events, they should talk about how to dress, and they should also have information. You can contact so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so to dress you.
To dress you.
That's the only way. Because I don't see how an athlete is going to start looking for a designer, seriously.
Yeah.
And elsewhere, this athlete would have a team who would then do that for them.
That's true.
Yes.
That's right. So image branding, Kenyan designers, you are failing us. Please step up your game. We want to wear your designs. Thanks for watching. That's all the time we had. # is Fashion Watch. We'll see you again next week. Good night.